Welcome everyone, special welcome to my subscribers. Thanks for checking back. New viewers, you guys got to become subscribers. Why? Because I'm making cool things like this today. We're doing strawberry shortcake from scratch. I'm showing you how I like to prepare my strawberries. What I got here is 3 16-ounce, that's 48 ounces containers, or 3 pounds, because there's 16 ounces to a pound, of strawberries that I basically take the tops off and then I just slice them up any old fashioned. You can prepare them how you like. And then there's 3/4 cup of brown sugar in here. That's going to help macerate the sugars so that they can come out. You are more than welcome to use granulated sugar. In fact, a lot of times I will just use granulated sugar, but I find that this gives it a little richer taste and a little better texture to it for me. Use what you like. Now, I said I had 3 16-ounce containers. I reserved about half a cup, maybe a full cup of strawberries back, and I use my immersion blender to go ahead and basically pulverize those into a sauce, and that's going to again help for when we're serving out our strawberry shortcake. So I'm just starting along that process, and now you can see it's starting to look like what you would get almost in a restaurant. When you get your strawberry shortcake, they tend to have that nice little sauce on it, and that's what we're doing. We're making the sauce. I'm going to put this in the fridge, cover it of course, and let it chill while we continue the baking process. So I'll be right back. Okay, so the strawberries we put in the fridge. Let's talk about making our shortcake. This is 4 cups of flour and 5, count them, 5 tablespoons of baking powder. I'm just mixing this together to combine. Adding to that 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Again, just sifting that together. I will get that a little bit more in a second. A pinch of salt. That's a good enough pinch. So it's not even a 1/4 teaspoon if you're counting for measurements. But you could go a whole 1/4 teaspoon. And all we're doing is trying to get this dry ingredients incorporated together. All right. This is 1 1/4 cup of butter that I put in the freezer and obviously sliced up into little slices. That's 2 sticks and 1/4, I think. But it's 1 1/4 cup for sure. All right, now this is where your hands get dirty, and you're just going to work this together until you start getting it into a dough. So I'm going to knead this for a while. We'll come back when it starts to come together and looks like a dough. All right, now you can see this is starting to stick together and it's kind of crummy, so it's not completely done yet. We've got to do one more thing. I'm going to take some good old heavy cream or whipping cream, whatever you want to call it. This is a pint. I may or may not use all of it. We're just trying to get this so that it becomes more dough in consistency. It's going to be a crumbly, drier dough. You can see that I have pulled the dough now out of the bowl. I've got a rolling pin here that I'm putting just a little bit of flour on. I don't want to dry out the dough too much. We ended up using the full pint. And you can see it's still kind of a dry dough. It's not really wet. So I'm going to just make this into a quick ball and then set it on top of my flour pile there. And we're going to roll this out so that I can get it into this buttered dish right behind it. Alright, I've gone ahead and taken care of rolling out the dough now and putting it into my buttered dish. It's about 1 inch thick. You absolutely are more entitled to cut these into biscuits if you want. I don't have a biscuit cutter, so I'm going to do it this way. It will come out just fine. This is melted butter, and I'm just doing this to give us a nice little wash on top. It'll give us a little bit of color and a little more flavor. Preheated the oven at the beginning of this to 450 degrees. So I'm going to go in and bake for probably 10 to 15 minutes, depending on where you're at and your altitude and all that good stuff. So keep an eye on it. All right, my timer's gone off. It's been 15 minutes. You can see that I had it on the top rack. Again, it was 450 degrees, and I preheated it at the beginning of the thing. It looks nice and golden brown. I'm going to let this cool a bit, and then we'll cut a slice and serve it up. All right, so I've let that cool a little bit. Just wanted to come back and look and show you how kind of syrupy that glaze that we made has gotten. It looks really good. Set that aside for a second, and let's go check on our strawberry shortcake, or shortcake. So there's our shortcake. Top it up with a nice bit of fresh strawberries that we put in that nice glaze. And get some of that juice. Alright. Last but not least, you can't have strawberry shortcake without a little bit of whipped cream. That's all there is to it, guys. Strawberry shortcake, homemade.
I like it. Let's try a part of strawberry. It's even better. Guys.
You know the drill. Subscribe, share, like, comments down below. If you make any alterations, tell me about it. Otherwise, check back for the next video. And as always, take care. Peace.